everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Wilson's Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, home of the 12s. As we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On third down, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Cam Chancellor is one of the best safeties in the game, but with his linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Play clock winding down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Roethlisberger keeps it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, they won't get the touchdown, but they'll get the next best thing as they're able to convert on 4th down, and they'll be left with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And Brandon, as the Seahawks take the field again on offense, their running game, Christian Michael, and of course Thomas Rawls, we think that they're going to split carries. Michael a little more effective in the early going now as Rawls continues to battle back from the injury that finished his season in 2015.
Yeah, Michael had 66 yards, Rawls 32. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 69 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll send Baldwin in motion left. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Calling a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I do know from experience that
and the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. Wilson on the keeper. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. There'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Time to step aside. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. The connection made. It's Graham. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Let's switch gears for a second with a tough league-wide news that obviously many people are talking about. Robert Griffin III, who's had injury struggles in his young career, and he's got another big one to deal with now.
And he battled through them, got another opportunity in Cleveland with head coach Hugh Jackson, became the starter in August in preseason, and in the season opener gets hurt again and goes on IR. So I believe he's eligible to come back after 8 games if his rehab goes well.
And the offense looks to pick up. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the back goes into motion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. To throw again is Roethlisberger, and able to find Green. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Ben to throw again. Looking deep downfield. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got time. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
2nd down and 4. They come up in an offset eye. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a first down, and he's really developed and come on. Now, remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Graham slotted out to the left. On first down, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Wilson will throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, Rawls. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Finding time. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And credit the tackle to Cliff Avril.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to complete this to the veteran, D'Angelo Williams. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. The tight end changing his position. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to walk and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows them to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All right, partner, let's go to cliche time. We're all back to even after that score tied the game.
And this one through the uprights and good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Big Ben going to take it himself. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Now Roethlisberger.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now the toss to Bell running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Bell. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Here's a give to Bell running left. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. In the slot on the right is Graham. Wilson to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Wilson, forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. They'll run with Rawls. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Thomas Rawls taking it in. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Get out to send this one away following the score. Here comes Gilbert. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation. Late game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Gilbert. Oh, the spin. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory.
There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here comes Gilbert. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Steelers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run the option left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last shot for Rock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play. Win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.